After going top of the table last episode, we won our first cup game against Bastia to progress to the 8th round. After such a big win, nothing could stop us, apart from Pau in the next game. Luckily, Brian Moreno helped us back to winning ways against Amiens, and Brion Con scored the third in a big win over Guingamp. We've also been given our youth intake preview where we potentially have a golden generation incoming. Hopefully one can replace veteran striker Gaetan, who isn't happy with the amount of games he's playing. I told him he wouldn't play, so he should leave the club, and he got pretty upset about it. He'll be one we're going to try and sell today in the January transfer window. As will Sissoko, who is asked to go out on loan, and with new striker Divine arriving in January, it seems sensible to me. We've been drawn against Goal FC in the French Cup, which I was shocked to find out is actually an acronym and not just a great team name. Once again, Brian Moreno scored in a 3-1 win. Next up were our big rivals Bordeaux, and Florian Tardeu missed an early penalty, which meant the game was heading to a 0-0 draw before Fomba scored a 95th minute screamer to collect all 3 points. We then rounded off 2023 with another win over Bastia, this time in the league where Brian Moreno missed a penalty. But the win keeps us on top of the table by 3 points, and Moreno now has 5 goals in 15 games, which is a decent return. Until you see the league's top scorer has 21 goals in 19. So with Divine now joining the club, will Brian keep his spot? Well actually, yes. But only because Divine is travelling for international duty with the Nigeria B team, so he'll be gone for most of January. As for other transfers into the club, I don't have any plans right now. Basically, a lot of players are only good enough to play in this division, and given we're top of the table, I think we might need league uncapable players heading into next season. This player here, for example, the best one we've got on our scout report, he is currently a leading player for this level. We need better than him. There are young players here who have got potential ability, but I think we were better off waiting until we maybe get promoted at the end of the season to then look for players with that sort of potential. However, if the scouts come to me with a player that I think could be good for the team, I will make a move. However, we might not be able to actually make any transfers this January because there is some big news. The club has received an approach for a takeover, and this could see a whole new board in place. Also, if they're going to put us on the stock market as well, this kind of does suggest that they've got a lot of money. So hopefully they'll just give us like £10 million to pay for a wage or something like that. However, before that happens, we are sending Sissoko out on loan. He came to me in between episodes saying he wanted to go out on loan, and I thought that was a sensible idea. He's only played in 5 games so far this season, scored 1 goal, and I think they've all been off the bench as well. So he's not part of my plans. And when a club from the league below said they'll pay £190,000 in the future and then £170,000 if they do buy him with the optional future fee, it seemed too good to turn down. So Sissoko, off you go on your loan. Hopefully you play really well and then they buy you for a lot of money. Our first game today is in the French Cup 9th round. We're taking on Grenoble, who are in our division. This is the 9th round, but I mean, look how many teams are still in this competition. I don't know how many rounds there are, but it feels like there's still a long way to go. Also, if you couldn't tell, we have changed skin here. We are trying out Tarto this week. We used TCS last week, using Tarto this week. I used Tarto all throughout FM23. But I think I'm preferring TCS because it's got a bit more colour to it. Link in the description to try it out for yourself. Let me know down below if you prefer this skin or the previous skin. Or suggest a skin that you like as well, because I'm all for trying new ones. And whilst you're down there, make sure you do drop a like on the video. In the meantime, we are 25 minutes into this game against Grenoble. It's been 1 shot apiece right now, and nothing is really happening, which is kind of frustrating. However, a corner on the 31st minute from Cafaro is hopefully going to put us in front in this game, although not quite like that. Batu Binsika wins the second ball, gives it to Diarra, who can give the ball to Cafaro, who puts another cross in the middle. Moreno at the far post has actually scored a goal. You love to see it. He's getting better, and I know right now, these next few games, whilst our new striker Divine is away on loan with Nigeria, he's going to score a hat-trick in like 3 games, isn't he? And then decide to be the best player in the world. I do think Divine is better than him though. I think when he gets back from his Nigeria spell, we will start him in the team. Just before half-time, a second highlight of the game, and Grenoble are winning a penalty. That's really unfortunate to give away. So Etienne Green with a chance to make himself a hero here. Come on, fella. I know you can make this save, as Bennett sends him the wrong way. So 1-1 at half-time, but we have been the better of the two sides. It would be quite nice to progress in the French Cup this season, on the grounds that we are top of the table right now in the league. it looks like we've got a good chance of getting promoted. So the further we can get in this cup will help boost our reputation just a little bit, and it might be able to help us sign 1 or 2 better players for our campaign next season. Hopefully Moreno is going to... That's the Moreno I know. That's the Moreno I know. Can't hit a barn door. Although saying that, I do need him to score another goal here to put us back in front so we can win the game, go to the next round and hopefully have a bit of a reputation boost, get a bit of prize money as well as Lobry in the area hits the side netting. Strangely enough, it's Diarra who's not playing very well right now. He's usually pretty good for us, but at 6.4, let's take him off for Ahmed. Also, Lobry not on a great game, so let's bring Fomba on as well, and Briancon on a 6.3 in that libero position is frustrating. However, I just don't think liberos can get good ratings in the match engine for some reason. Whoever we put there always seem to have a good game, but the match rating always says they haven't had a good game. So it's kind of like sacrificing someone to have poor match ratings, as we may have just won a penalty. Come on. You know what I'm going to do here as well? I'm going to go to my set pieces, my penalties, sorry, and I'm going to put Brian Moreno on at number 1, because I would like him to score another goal here. Come on, Brian. I want to put all my faith in you. I've given you so many chances this season to show me what you can do, and whew, he has just scored that penalty. Now, he's on a hat-trick. I'd love to see him get it. I do realise as well, one moment I am slagging off Brian Moreno, the next moment I am praising him and saying he's the best player ever, basically. He just frustrates me. That's what it is. I get so frustrated by that man. But I love him. I feel like we've got such a love-hate relationship right now, and it's a good job he did score his penalty because Grenoble have just scored their second goal of the game. Shout demands more. We want to go more attacking, please. And Benjamin, even not having a good game right now, let's bring Mufek on as well. Oh, we can't make any more subs in the cup, apparently. That's annoying. So we're going to have to try and do it with the players we've got on the pitch. And we seem to be looking good from corners. That one put just over the bar. But with 4 minutes to go, next goal wins, basically. It's like lunchtime football all over again. As we win the ball in the midfield, give the ball into Benjamin, who's had a poor game, but can he score a goal? His shot was on target, keeper pushes it wide. That might be what the highlight is for, unfortunately. Although the corner is on a highlight. Come on, let us get ourselves another goal here, please. They've got no men on the post. We just need to get something on target. And there's a good chance it goes in the back of the net off the post, which is the second time we've hit the woodwork in today's game. You hate to see it as the clock ticks down. Oh, we've got 60 seconds left on the clock. Will someone score a goal here? Please be us. I'd like us to go through to the next round as Monfrey gives the ball to the wing back, played forwards, and it is definitely Grenoble who are coming forward on the attack here. Ball in the area. Absolutely breaks our hearts. I am not happy with that match. We should have won it according to the match stats. So I take back what I said earlier. I was clearly feeling a bit unwell. Actually, I want to be out of the cup because I want to focus on the league. We will praise Moreno though. Congratulations on your 2 goals. Hopefully that sort of G's him up and he scores more in the league when we play Laval at home in the next match. Now some players are coming to the end of their contracts this season and Mufek is one of them. And he's an interesting one because he hasn't played much for us this season. 7 times and they've all been substitute appearances. No, 1 start, 6 sub appearances. He's a good player for this level but has got potential to be a League 1 player. Do I think he's good enough to get there? Maybe. However, if we do go up, we are likely to sign better players, and at 22 years old, I struggle to see how he's going to actually reach that potential ability. We are slightly interested in renewing your contract. He wants, hang on, £8,000 to £10,000 a week. He's currently on £900 a week. Well, that has settled it for me. You can go and leave the club if you want. And he is. He's off to Salernitana next season on £7,000 a week. So Laval up next then. In the league, our first game back after winter break. They're 16th. They're just outside the relegation zone. So, of course, watch them pull out an absolute masterclass. I think Moncondouis is going to start this game ahead of Briancon. But other than that, I think I will leave the rest of the lineup as it is. I believe we beat Laval earlier on this season on camera, so hopefully we can do the double this season as Florian Tardeo gives the ball into Benjamin, gets it back over to Lobry, Moncondouis edge of the area. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Justifying his start there. So a wonderful start to the game, and it would be even better if we can... It was looking so good until the finish. Now Laval have got a chance to bring the ball into our half of the pitch with the ball over the top to Vargas, who can put a cross in the middle. Luckily the shot isn't particularly powerful and Etienne Green to make the save. A second goal here would really help calm my nerves as Diarra cuts inside, takes the shot, puts it over the bar. Maybe should have tried to find the pass inside a little earlier. Another highlight hopefully going in our favour right now as we are just building slowly at the back as Petrarch goes out wide to Diarra. Diarra cuts inside, draws backwards, but finds Moreno, who then gets tackled, but the ball falls to Lobry, who hits the post again. I need to count up how many times we've hit the post this season because it's stupid how many times it's happening. I am reporting back to the Foot Manager devs about this constantly. It's more RDF. It's RDF's crusade, basically. He gets wound up about this, and I'm kind of there just geeing him up by saying, yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. So I'm agreeing with him. Looks like Auxerre and Bordeaux are the game happening later on this evening, so hopefully they draw or Bordeaux win. Either way, we could have a situation where we're 5 points clear. But to be safe of that, we do need a second goal here. And with 55 minutes on the clock, none of our front three playing particularly well on 6.6, 6.6, 6.7, and a 6.5 for Cafaro now. I think on the hour mark, it's a good time to make some changes. So Wadji comes on. We will also bring on Ahmed on as well for Cafaro, and I thought we had another attacker on the bench, but we don't, so those two changes will be made. Appiah finds Benjamin from the throw, goes back to Batu Binsika, who's been such a good player for us this season. I think he justified his starts ahead of Briancon, although we've not given Briancon much of a chance in that position. Maybe we should a little bit more, but I've been very happy with Batu Binsika. Ahmed loses possession, and here come Laval on a counter-attack right now, as Joao Mendes brings it forwards. Finds Tell advancing on the area, cuts it inside, the shot comes in and it's in the back of the net. Not what we needed from those substitutes. I mean, Ahmed was the one who gave the ball away, so it's all on him, that. And now we're in a situation which doesn't look very good for us. We need to get ourselves a second goal here. Petroir brings the ball forwards with Diarra, who has to dribble away from his man and go back to Petrarch, who just kind of, there's nothing happening. Movement, players, movement. Come on, let's get some options. Let's switch the play a bit here because all their players are on this near side. Of course, that was always going to happen. Switch the play, please, if you'd be so kind. And Laval looking to come forward right now, and the team in orange, who have got a very nice kit, are looking quite dangerous as we've just given away a penalty. No. I spoke too soon. I spoke about getting promoted. What was I thinking? Shout, demand more. This is not going to plan. Lobry's corner has been turned away. Diarra, though, can bring the ball back to the edge of the area, put a cross in, which has been cleared again. But now Appiah, with the ball at his feet, finds Monconduit, who can't do it for a second time. Come on, we have to get ourselves an equaliser here as Petrarch puts his header over the bar. And by looks of things, we are losing to a team who were in the relegation zone at one point in this game. We have a chance, though, with Diarra, edge of the area. Thank you. I mean, at least we're not losing. I don't think we're going to score that third goal. A 2-2 draw is not what we needed or wanted. However, it does guarantee us to stay on top of the table no matter what happens in the Auxerre versus Bordeaux game. So they play on the Monday night and Auxerre win 2-0. Right, well, it looks like at the moment it's a two-horse race between us and Auxerre for the title. Bordeaux are 6 points behind us, as are Troyes. Cayenne are 9 points behind us. Although, is it Caen? Is that how it's pronounced? Did I see someone in the comment section say I'm trying to work on the pronunciations? This club, Ajaccio. I learnt that. I can actually say it now. So thanks for your help in the comment section. Sissoko also scored goals out on loan. 2 goals, which is good. Right, hopefully they buy him for a lot of money now. This is kind of upsetting. The rumours of a takeover are not to be believed. Quite sad, actually. I really wanted a lot of money. Next up, we've got Pau FC in the league. We lost to them in between episodes, so we need to get revenge now. No changes to the lineup because it is the best team we've possibly got right now. And everyone is actually quite nicely playing with each other. All these like green links together. together is quite nice to see. But we need to get back to winning ways. It's our chance to get revenge. Let's show them who we really are, and players seem inspired and motivated. Only 4 games going on in our league this evening. That's because it's also the French Cup tonight, which is frustrating for us, as well as hitting the crossbar again. It is just so predictable at the moment. I'm getting very frustrated by it, which is not like me. Normally, I'm very much well, it's just a game, Tom. You know, calm down. But the post thing is really annoying me, actually. But you know, that's just the game sometimes. Anyway, Diarra's just got a goal for us, which is great. We are 1-0 up against Pau. You love to see it. However, we did take an early lead in the last game, and look how that turned out. Free kick for Pau has been won by us, and now we've got a chance to go on a counter-attack here, although we've not really made good use of it because we've been pretty slow getting the ball forward. But Benjamin has got a chance to feed a ball out to Cafro. It's a terrible pass. Literally, he could go either side of the defender, but he went straight at the defender. We have one possession back, though, with Monconduit getting the ball to Batu Bin Seeker as he can look to bring the ball back to the keeper, Etienne Green, who it gives the ball to Petrarch. It's a bit of a weird pass, that one, but he gets it to the target instead, at least. Diarra cuts inside to Appiah, who's obviously come inside from that right wing-back role as Cafaro, makes it 2. What a wonderful move. I'm lying. I didn't think anything was going to happen from that. I thought we were going to miss an easy chance, but we do score. 2-0 inside 25 minutes is the perfect response from last game, and can we make it 3 from the corner? It's been cleared, but only as far as Batu Bin Seeker, who finds Diarra, who makes it 3. And another highlight coming our direction. If we make this 4, my word, what a first 30 minutes it will have been as Appiah finds Cafaro, finds Benjamin. We just need Moreno to get himself on the score sheet. He turns his man, finds Monconduit. It's actually a superb save from the keeper in the end to stop us going 4-0 up. 40 minutes on the clock, and we have one possession via a Pau free kick, but we give the ball away when we're trying to pass the ball between the lines to get on the attack. And now it's Pau who can bring the ball down that far side of the pitch as Mendy goes on a dribbly run there, finds the ball. Dribbly run, what am I even talking about? That, apparently. Luckily, we are 3-1 up still, winning the game. We're not going to keep a clean sheet. That's fine. A clean sheet would be really nice, actually. I would like that a lot, as we have a... What was Moreno doing, just lying down on the ground like that? Either way, we've got a free kick. If we score from this, Moreno has done something which worked out very nicely, but as Cafaro shoots, he puts it wide, so whatever Moreno did was just a bit weird. Moments before half-time, though, this first half feels like it's gone on for a long time as Diarra finds a ball through the lines to Moreno. The sooner we get Divine in this team, the better. Hopefully a quick second half for us here. We seem to have created a lot of chances in that first half, buried a few of them, should have buried some more of them, like that. Moreno gets an assist and Diarra gets his 8th of the season. And of course, his hat-trick today as well. 3 goals for him. He'll be loving that one as we go 4-1 up here. But Pau are not down and out of this game as their man gets past 2 of our players, but luckily can't shoot. We'll make a few changes here because Florian Tardeu's had a few poor games, to be fair, not playing very well. As a result, let's bring Brian Connon in that deep line playmaker role, although I think him and Thomas Monconduit might be able to swap over there nicely. And then Lobry will bring him off for Fomba. I do think as well, we could probably do better than both Lobry and Fomba next season in that box-to-box midfielder role. Neither of them are natural box-to-box midfielders, so if we find someone who is, that's even better. Maybe a natural libero as well would be quite handy, although I just don't think liberos get very good ratings in the match engine for some reason. It's just probably part of their role. We've never got anything good out of them apart from when they score goals. In the meantime, Pau are looking to come forward. They're looking to try and get themselves back in the game still quite late on in this game. We've got 13 minutes to go. It's a 4-1 lead. Surely we won't bottle it from this situation, but I wouldn't be surprised if we concede another goal as Mendy has 2 defenders on him and yet still gets the cross in to the far side of the penalty area where they can get another cross in and score a goal. Our defence isn't particularly good today, is it? It was so good at the start of the season. We kept a lot of clean sheets, but, you know, today we've conceded, is that 2, 4, 7 goals we've conceded now, I think, this season? Also, a penalty out of nowhere. Who's taking it? Cafaro. I wanted to put Moreno on it, but I was too late seeing that. I should just maybe change the penalty takers before we do games, but Cafaro has his penalty saved. But there have been so many highlights in this game. It's felt like it's taken an absolute age to get through it, but we have come out on top. Pau 2, St Etienne 4, a hat-trick for Diarra, and we stay on top of the table. I also thought Divine was back by now. I thought Nigeria finished their games like this. Okay, they're in some sort of competition. Is it the African Cup of Nations? Why did Nigeria play their B team in the oh no, wait, B team. Wait, what? Divine is with the Nigeria B squad. The schedule for the Nigeria B squad, they don't play their games until the 25th and 29th of January. So why has he been there since like the 1st of January? I can't believe it. We've signed a new player for today's episode and he's not been able to play because he's had 2 international games, but he's been away for a whole month. So the teams that played in the Cup midweek are playing now. We're going to keep an eye out on the Auxerre and the Bordeaux results, and actually the Troyes game as well, because they could all kind of catch us up a little bit. Auxerre do win, so they stay a point behind us. Bordeaux win and Troyes lose. Okay, so Troyes 9 points behind us now, as are Caen. It would take a lot for them to overtake us now, I think. But Auxerre are right behind us, and Bordeaux only 6 points behind us. They could catch us. Hopefully the game against Amiens in a few days' time will win, they'll lose, and we can be smiling all the way to the title. Also, Troyes with the early kickoff before we play Amiens, and they've just drawn as well against Cannes. So that's helpful, especially if we win. So again, I don't think I'm going to make any change, although Tardeo has not played brilliantly in the past few games, so Monconduit goes forward and we'll bring Briancon at the back. I'm also thinking maybe we change Moreno back to an advance forward for a game. I do think we might score more goals with him like that. I feel like I see him drop a little bit too deep sometimes, and I don't really want that from him. I want him to stay quite high up the pitch as a focal point. But the first chance of the game looks like it's coming towards us, as the ball is sent into Moreno in the area, who gets an assist as he cuts the ball back to Benjamin. We love an early goal at the moment, don't we? We also love conceding goals soon after this as well. So if we can make it to 20 minutes, I think we might be okay. But there is a highlight before the 20th minute, so I am getting a bit nervy. Briancon brings the ball forward with a pass through to Diarra. Really good vision from him there to find Diarra, as Diarra finds Moreno. Moreno scores the goal. Oh, but was he onside? No. Not even showing us a replay of how tight it was, so it suggests he was quite far offside, but I didn't see it personally. So if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. Anyway, at least we didn't concede a goal, which is good for us. Bordeaux are 1-0 up against Angers right now, but Auxerre aren't playing, so I presume they'll play later on or on Monday or something. But 1-0 at half-time is a good position to be in. I think we're doing well, but we can find another gear to take charge of this game, and it's not really worked very well. It'd be really nice if Angers could actually go on to equalise against Bordeaux and maybe even grab a winner late on. It's annoying that they scored the penalty to take the lead. 60 minutes on the clock and there's a chance for Amiens. Shout demands more. I'm not happy with that at all. That was a really silly goal to concede. Let's go more attack. That's their first shot of the bloody game. Let's go a bit more attacking, I think. Monconduit is going to swap with Benjamin, and then I don't know what we'll even do. We'll leave Monconduit on the pitch of the boxer, I think. Caffrey not having a good game, so Ahmed can come on. And actually, Diarra on a 6-7, Wadji on you come as well. But the corner coming in from Benjamin has been put wide by Batu Binsika. We've got 15 minutes to turn this game around. Encourage. Come on. We've got to do something out there. We've got 10 minutes to go, and we've got a throw-in. Thrown to Monconduit, who can't win the ball, but Batu Binsika does. Gives it back to Monconduit, gives it to Briancon, who goes back to Batu Binsika. Okay, at least we're holding on to possession. That's what we need to do. Hold on to possession, fashion the chances. Ahmed has been put through, gets a cross blocked, but wins his own block. Ahmed, still on the ball, in the D. I don't know what he's really doing at this stage. That was a bit of a silly move, I think, as we are resetting once again. Briancon with the ball over towards Lobry. Can't win it in the air. Moreno. I have never seen a more consistently inconsistent striker than Moreno. In the meantime, Wadji brings the ball into the Amiens half as he cuts it to his left, gets past his man, puts the cross into the middle where it's been collected comfortably by the keeper. And the keeper is going to send this one long by looks of things. Over halfway, into the centre circle, flicked on by the Amiens man, but it's sent into the back line of St Etienne as we can now bring it forwards down this near side of the pitch as Appiah plays the ball through the centre circle out to the far side to Wadji, who advances on the penalty area, edge of a D, takes a shot over the bar. But we are trying, because another highlight is coming, and hopefully in our favour as we win the ball, lose the ball, and how it's Amiens bringing it forward, looking for their second shot of the game. If they score a second goal with their second shot of the game, I will be very cross as Ahmed wins the ball back for us in a really vital position, and Benjamin finds Moreno, who is the furthest man forward for us, holds the play up a little bit and has to use... Right, he could have passed it to Ahmed, but instead wins it for Benjamin. Wow. I take it back. Moreno, you're a genius. I said pass it down wide. He passed it to an Amiens man for Benjamin to win the tackle to then score the goal. I think he might actually have the assist on that, Moreno, potentially. And to show you how bad he's played, a goal and an assist only gives him a 7 rating. He scores another one there, but I think, again, he could have had a hat-trick here today if he just stayed on side. Oh no, 2 assists for Brian Moreno, sorry. 2 assists, it's 2 goals for Benjamin. And a 7.8 rating right now, so maybe it took a bit of time to update. 60 seconds to go in this game though, as Batu Benfica has it in the centre circle. Appiah finds Lobry further forward as it's sent out wide to Ahmed, who gets in the area. He has changed the game a little bit, and Moreno finally gets the goal he probably deserves in this game. So that's full time. We win 3-1. We stay on top of the table to finish off today's episode. Bordeaux did win their game against Angers, so they stay 6 points behind us. Auxerre haven't played yet, but now they take on Guingamp. Will they win? Yeah, they win. They win. Oh, they scored 2 very late goals to win it as well. That's annoying. So they stay a point behind us. You know what? I reckon we come back in March to take on Auxerre and see what we can do on an episode against them. We should also get our youth intake then, which is looking quite nice. We've got 4.5 stars, excellent intake. A on the centre-backs, a minimum of 2 centre-backs that look promising, an attacking midfielder and a striker which look quite good, so we could have 4 very, very good players. However, as it always is in Football Manager, I'm sure we will be very disappointed by this youth intake. I'm sure it will turn out to be rubbish.